All right, that worked. Hey, welcome to a crisper, clearer, and balls deep into spooky season. Yeah, the intro is pretty awesome. Thank you. Of course, don't get too used to it, Critter, because it is going to be new next week.
That's
But
right,
we are
because
finally
we're doing Angel and a Buffy, right?
Yes. So what we'll do is for the uninitiated, today we're doing graduation day, part 1 and part 2. Going to discuss those and what our thoughts are on season 3 as a whole. And then next week, starting, we will do it the same way it aired in real time. We'll do Buffy the Freshman, season 4, episode 1, and then Angel City of season 1, episode 1, technically the pilot. So, and then we'll do them back to back. And then the way in which we will do them will be we'll talk about one, it'll have an intro, and then we'll go on to Angel and it'll have its intro, and then we'll talk about it like that. So, pretty kind of straightforward, kind of not little upsy daisy. We've got Critter Kingsford back for this special occasion on graduation day. It is excellent. You're a couple years away from graduation in high school over there, or formal school, or whatever they're calling it, aren't you? Gonna get your driver's license soon, quinceañera, something like that, Toonie boy? What's the deal?
No, I'm not going to get my driver's license for a short while yet. I haven't quite taken the steps to do that.
Wow, I was actually just kidding. I was actually kidding.
Yeah, no, I'm quite. I just haven't bothered getting the steps to do that just yet. No, driving's a way off, unfortunately.
Is that a big deal? Is that like a big thing to have to wait to do that?
No, it's not. It's not. No. It's not like an age thing. It's because I'm 24. It's just I've always just gotten either the bus or the train everywhere I've gone, or even just walked. It's just I've never needed a car to get to where I'm going, so I just haven't really made it a priority to do. So that's all that is. It's not like it takes ages to do.
But you took the training wheels are off your bike, though, right?
Ah.
Actually, I don't have a bike, but yes.
Nice. I like making fun of people for being old, but I also like making fun of them for being young. So, yeah, no, that's awesome. Anywho, but yeah, so we're on graduation day, and hey, by the way, Toonie, if it makes you feel better, buddy, I did not get a driver's license at all till I was 24 either, but I had a car since I was like 14. So, as my dad used to say, you don't need a license until you get pulled over.
Oh, same here. I was like 23 when I finally got my license.
Oh, okay. So listen, we really have no. You could tell us to eat a dick, Toonie. It's totally fine. We have no reason or cause to be able to mess with you like in the slightest.
But it's
I
don't
do
get canceled.
shit. I don't give a shit about it. I was 15 when I got my license. You fucking
look at the big man.
Yeah, well, it's responsibility. That's what it's called, gentlemen.
Oh, is it? Hey,
Yes.
When did you join the Marine Corps?
17.
Oh, so you were 15 when you got licensed. You were 17 when you first had sex with a man. So excellent.
Yes.
Well,
actually, it was 14. It was at Boy Scout camp.
Oh, is that what they call the Marine Corps ROTC now? Oh, that's fantastic.
No, I was talking about Boy Scout camp. That one time,
Yeah, that one time at band camp. Yeah. I don't have.
Why can't we all just get along?
We do get along. That is getting along. That's what getting along looks like for.
So toxic.
Yeah, if we were so fucking nice to each other, it would be very fake.
Yeah,
toxic.
Very fake.
Gee,
yeah, I wonder how I got that.
You over to no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I sometimes I wonder how I got that nickname. Doesn't seem very fair to me for some reason, but whatever. Anyway, but yeah, man, we made it. We made it all the way to graduation day. I gotta say, I know I've said it before. I will repeat myself. I do think this is the best season of Buffy. I know there's more milestones and a lot of their stuff. They get the musical episode, and spoiler alert, Buffy dies in one season and then another season, and blah 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 blah. I get it. Like there's, but I think this one, into and of itself, is pretty fucking flawless. I don't have any nitpicks. I think there's like one weak episode, Gingerbread, but even that one's still pretty good. So I don't know, man. I can't find a fault with most of season 3. What do you guys feel about that as a whole?
Well, I think the season is pretty solid, and there's certainly no episode with like a robot John Ritter, so it's got that going.
I like. Well, oh, that's not nice. I like Robot John. I like the Ted.
No, so do I. But it's kind of a terrible episode.
Did you? What, Toonie Boy? What was your theory of on Stranger Things that the Ted on Stranger Things is another robot for the way he acts? Because there's the dad on Stranger Things, and he reminds Toonie Boy. We all agree he's the most useless character, but he keeps surviving season after season after season, and we can't figure out why.
Which actor is this?
Oh,
we don't know.
He's just a guy playing a father.
Yeah, but he's in every single season. He gets a lot of screen time.
Okay,
but he's completely worthless.
Yeah, it's like he's either sat in the chair or he's like eating a meal or something like that, and
he's complaining about the meal that they're eating or something like that.
Yeah.
Jesus, I haven't seen Stranger Things in about a decade or so. I can't find.
He's two that the fucking show has been more than decades since it's been out. He's the two of the main kids, Mike and what's her Nancy's dad.
Oh, that douche. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's married to Cara Buono, smoking hot Cara Buono. Because it was the 80s and you could afford a house and a hot wife back then. So yeah,
the good days.
Yeah, most of the grown-ups in that show are fucking useless, apart from maybe Winona Ryder and David Harbour and that weird scientist guy, whatever his name is.
Sure, I mean Winona Ryder's not useless, but I'll tell you what, she might as well be because no one ever fucking listens to her.
Yeah, I know.
They're just like whatevs. We don't care.
It's because it's in her character to sound dead, exasperated, and crazy. Like, because she's the stressed out mother. Every time she opens her mouth, everyone's supposed to think that she's just going crazy.
No, yeah, facts.
The sad thing she cuts their kid's hair. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, shit. The sad thing about it is she's more of a 2000s or 2020 mom than she is a 1980s mom. My parents would have been like, "We got more kids. We'll let this one go."
Same, absolutely same.
So I can't be asked killing my 7th Demogorgon. It's all right.
Yeah, it's fine. Anywho, so here we are. Graduation. Stranger Things will be later today. We'll get quite enough of that. So we are in graduation day. It's all built up to this. This is the one that aired. So for you guys who don't know, when this came out, this is the one that aired, and then it had the 2-parter, and of course it left it on a cliffhanger. And they did not air part 2 because of fucking Columbine. Columbine at this point had happened in like a month and a half. It had gone by, but man, we were deep in Columbine, like mass hysteria at that point. Like they were changing movie ratings. They were, public service announcements. I mean, it was bad. I worked part-time at a movie theater.
Metal detectors at some of the theaters, so they were putting up metal detectors
in
theaters from place to place.
Yeah, they told us if you worked in the booth, which I did, they're like, if there's the news is sending people who are underage to get tickets for R-rated movies. If you sell it to them, you're going to get fired. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this job. I work at a bar. I'm like, this is just a fun thing that I do, but I mean, it's fine. I won't. But then it's funny because then they leave you to deal with the D-holes that want to watch, fucking, I don't know, whatever R-rated movie was out.
Yeah, as soon as there's an argument with the customer, where's your manager?
Right.
On the phone in the back office.
Yeah, exactly. Anywho, so yeah, so you watch this episode and here's the worst thing. We didn't have the internet to tell us when we had the internet, but we didn't have anybody like, hey, just so you know, next week, there's no Buffy. You're not going to see this Buffy episode till like a day or two before season 4 drops. So it was like, what? So when it came up, they just you get like a public service announcement, and then they played like Bad Girls, the episode Bad Girls, and they played that, and then you spent the whole summer without the season finale of Buffy. So it was really just, I don't know, man.
Go ahead. I was gonna say that it must be really weird when you see episodes like the season finale, because it always ends with the implication of there being a big time jump between seasons. Like it ends with the characters going their separate ways for a while, and then the next season is when they all come back together. So I was gonna say, if you don't get that episode at the end of the summer, and then you only get that episode like a day or two before season 4 comes out. That
Yeah.
would just be like a really jarring feeling, wouldn't it? It'd be like you'd see the season finale and all the characters, like I don't want to get ahead of this episode, but all the characters sort of act like it's all over for a while, and then like before your weekend's over, the next big bad's like on his way to Sunnydale.
Well, the thing about it is that there was even talk of they were never going to show it. Because they were like, we don't know if we can even show this, ever, because it was a bunch of kids in the school with weapons. I mean, they're mostly medieval weapons, fighting the, spoiler, fighting the big snake monster, whatever. And they were like, we don't think we can show this.
Yeah.
Well,
also,
they wanted to keep curbed how many battle axe assaults were happening in schools. So
right,
they
because
didn't
there were
want to
so
feed
many
into the edged weapon assaults of the gymnasium.
Right.
Yeah. They
All
also
those mayors turning into demons at at a high school graduation. Yeah, that's so good.
because that happens.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
But listen, I mean, that was, I think people say like, oh, it was 2015, it was 2016 when, the end of or the end of Common Sense and the beginning of, this over sanitiz, worrying about people's feelings. But people don't realize it was happening then. It was happening then. The thing is, we didn't have the internet to just amplify that shit by like 10,000.
Yeah.
So, like you had to kind of just suffer in silence. It's like there was it happened. I mean, this was pretty far reaching as far as it goes, but it was one of those things that, it was like, yeah, I don't know. Not too worried. But anyway, on to the episode. So we did have to wait. It sucked, but this one we did get to see, of course. The kids are all happy in the high school. They're all kind of signing each other's yearbook, and we get a cute little joke from Willow that she hates Harmony, but she signs her yearbook anyway. And at this point, the kids know that something's going to happen on graduation day, but they don't know where it's going to happen or what exactly it's going to be. So they're thinking like maybe we graduate, and then that night like some big thing spills into the streets or something. They're not aware at this point what the big master plan, see what I did there, is going to unfold. And Faith comes in and she's in full freaking assassin mode, although she doesn't have her Klingon knife anymore because it'd been confiscated by the Scooby Gang. And she goes to see harmless Lester, who lives by himself and has a cute little apartment, and then she just fucking stabs him to death. Like, dude.
I think I love her more.
She does it in such a way too. She's like trying to be nice about it, and then he's like, I'll scream. It's like, yeah, who wouldn't? Of course.
There was a brief moment where I felt that he thought he was going to get lucky.
Yeah, he probably deserved it anyway. He probably preys on these young girls a lot in his spare time. So
there was like a weird
hashtag justice for Lester. Why, guys? That's not nice.
There was like just a sentence or two with a weird edge to it that like, oh, he's going to lead to the bedroom or undo his bow tie.
I don't remember the dialogue.
I'm rubbing off on you guys in a bad way. I feel that this Lester did not. Hashtag Lester did nothing wrong.
Lester the molester.
Good Lord. He's just a volcanologist, guys. He's not a creeper. Good Lord. It's not like he ordered DoorDash and she pushed the door all the way open.
I took a picture of him naked on the couch.
So she takes care of Lester, reports back to the boss. He comes in. She comes out wearing this cutesy little dress, and look at the love. Now, this is what I wanted to ask you guys. And do you think he really loves her? Do you think he loves Faith, the mayor?
I keep saying it. I get the impression it's a father's love for a daughter, and he truly does enjoy her company and wants the best for her, even with the evil connotations.
Anybody else?
No,
Yeah,
I don't think he loves it.
Yeah, sorry,
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, I do not see anything creepy about this at all. I think he really does generally see it as a daughter.
Okay.
Not any sleeves coming off this guy whatsoever.
Okay.
What I see it as is because how old's this guy again now? Like he's hundreds of years old or something like that. He's been trying to build up the Ascension for
about 100. He's probably about 100 and change, probably
something like that.
Yeah.
And he's been building up this plan to, I don't know, eat the world for however long, and he's always built this persona up of himself of him being this super nice guy, and I feel like Faith is just sort of his way to try to trick himself into believing that he's still the good guy in his own story. Like he's trying to turn into a big demon and eat the world. And he's just and Faith is just the only person he can pretend to be nice to.
That's interesting.
I just don't. I don't think it's gonna say. I mean, you've got the Mayor and Faith, and then you've got like Giles and Buffy. You know, it's like one of them is genuinely trying to protect the world, and he has to balance his care for Buffy with her responsibility in saving the world. And then you've got the Mayor who wants to eat the world, and he's using Faith as a tool to do that.
Wow, you are
nice.
See, this is what we've missed with you gone, buddy. This profound British intellect. We don't have any good British intellect on this show since you've been gone. Like none. Like we have no British intellect at all since you've been gone. None. Zero.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, Northern. I
was just looking at his name on the screen. I was like, I'm waiting for him to say something.
That means me. What the fuck?
Mystery, I know you're chomping at the bit to say something here about.
Well, Tooney kind of stole some of what I was going to say. I agree with him on the fact that he doesn't realize that he is evil, and that's what's scary about him. And the fact is, he thinks he loves Faith, but he really doesn't.
Okay, that's all good points. I like it. I think it's somewhere in between. Personally, but none of these opinions, like these are just our opinions of the show. Like you can believe whatever you want to believe about the show. I hope nothing we're saying or doing takes away your enjoyment of watching it. What is it that Ian said? He's evil with a sweet side and she's sweet with an evil side. And I think they kind of they're like puzzle pieces that kind of match each other. They can both be honest with, like, he has to put on this facade for the world, and when she was still a good Slayer, she kind of had to as well. I think the only difference is he has those years of being evil and soulless, and she still has a soul, and she's still mortal, and it's taking a toll on her. So here's one thing I'm gonna put it. So I remember senior year the last week very clear, like I could not be asked to show up to high school. I was already like borderline old enough to drink anyway, and I worked at a bar, so I was coming in hungover, coming in really intoxicated my last few weeks of high school. I could not be bothered to do a whole lot of stuff. I already had a kid, so I was just like, whatever, dude, I'm over this. I like the don't give a fuck attitude that you get with seniors in their last week or whatever. I also, if you guys think back to episode 1 of this season, this teacher, who I don't know the name of, I don't know who this actor is, I don't know if he's one of the writers that got to pop in, but he was the one in the season 1 when they did that tracking long shot, and he tells the kids that are running around, he's like, hey, school started, be somber, slow down. I think he may have popped in an earshot as well, but I'm not, I couldn't swear to that. But he's in this, and I love, he's like asking a question that you think is some SAT question or something like that, and he's like, E, they always go for the E, and they're just playing hangman and they're just dicking around. I wanted to see more of this guy. This guy's great.
I mean, just look at his face. I mean, he's having the time of his life. Do you know what I mean? He's really falling into the role.
I wanted to see more about that guy. Well, anyway, Anya's throwing her cat at Xander, and he doesn't care, and then he drops he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I am being a dick. He has a little bit of an actual introspective look at himself for a second, says, oh shit, my bad, I am being a dick, this ascension's happening, and then that triggers something in her, and she realizes that she has seen an ascension. So
yeah, I love how she tries to appeal to him by saying, like, men like sports, and then she's like, yes, men like sport, men eat meat, men eat. It's like he does this the big caveman routine.
Yeah.
Like,
we look at the bosom. We like all of these things.
1,000 years of torturing. Wait, no, it's 1,000 years of righting our wrongs, and that's all you've learned about us.
Right? Yeah.
What's going on?
How come evil girls in the mix?
Anya witnessed an ascension.
Okay then.
I love how she's like a little bitch about it. It's like, I'm wearing cute little frilly stuff, and I'm holding my boyfriend's hand, but why is the evil girl in here? I don't like her. Man,
Even when she's being a bitch, she's kind of adorable. It's like,
Oh yeah, always.
it's reading ahead, knowing what we know now. It's interesting to remember the inception of this kind of, friendship that they have, sort of this weird yin and yang for Xander and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's interesting. I like it. I like the dynamic. It's fun to look back on this and knowing what's going to happen and in the future and stuff like she's going to be at their wedding one day. So that's
I mean, this is the first time Anya's actually working with the Scoobies here a little bit, and something happened a lot later on, and I like this as well. I think she's already got a little bit of chemistry with them straight away here.
Yeah. So they've pieced together enough to know that for some reason Faith killed a volcanologist, which is, for you guys that don't know, it's a guy that studies volcanoes, not Vulcans on Star Trek.
What?
So, sorry, Critter. I'm sorry.
Star Trek.
I can see. I didn't want to do that, but I knew Critter was like chomping at the bit to throw in his like, I know what a volcanologist. He's the one that created the whole history of the Spock Nation and blah blah blah.
Highly illogical.
Highly
Damn it,
illogical.
I'm a volcanologist, not a volcanologist.
Exactly. I knew Critter as soon as he found out it was the guy that studied volcanoes and not actual Vulcans. This is how he was going to react. It's not my fault.
There needs to be more. There needs to be more Star Trek in my Buffy.
I want to say Gravlox.
Gavrock.
I like how Buffy always gets whatever mystic word wrong. Like she always gets it slightly wrong, whatever the mystic word is with the thing. It's such a Buffyism to do. Like she's like, he had to eat a whole box of Gravlox.
Yeah.
She always, if you watch through that's like a running joke in the show. Like when she was talking about Taquitos, she's like, I think they said taquitos. I want to say they were worshiping taquitos.
Kakistos, and it's I do like that. I mean, to be honest, it is fairly impressive considering the fact that she does way more fighting than reading. It's like Willow is the one that does all the reading, but I mean, considering the fact that she doesn't really do much reading, the fact that she remembers vaguely, like she gets that word close enough. I'm like, I mean, A for effort.
Yeah, no facts.
It always made me wonder if she was just playing.
There must be something that you can remember that would be helpful.
So,
Oh,
this is the inner sanctum.
This was such a cool scene that they did this. The fact that he took the time, he knows what he's going to do, but the fact that he took the time to come in, like, just kind of put these guys on the back foot and just walk right in there, which, by the way, why do they not have like a spell or something on that door to not allow, mystical? I mean, they fix this later and see. I think it takes to like season 6 or 7 when Willow puts a spell on Buffy's house where mystical things can't just walk in without permission or something like that. But it takes a long time for them to figure that out. But he just strolls right in there and just fucking everybody goes to like DEFCON 1 or 5, whichever DEFCON is the bad one. Where World War II. I don't know DEFCONs. I wasn't in the Air Force, but you know what I mean. So everybody just immediately starts shitting their pants. I love that. Buffy and Buffy does the little sly moves, the thing that they're looking at that says. I like how she just kind of like tucks that away so that he doesn't know what they're onto. See, even though Buffy may get the words wrong, she's still very fucking clever when she wants to be. So when he's running his dick sucker and saying stuff to them, she's kind of like, Mom, I'm not going to let you know that we're kind of in on your plan a little bit.
Yeah. So. I think one of the best things that you can do for a villain is you don't necessarily have to make them this like all-powerful strong being, but if you can make it so that they can brazenly and consequence-free walk right into the hero, the good guy's little safe area and just run his mouth and then leave without a fuss, I think. Yeah. Because it really breaks that. Yeah, because it really breaks down.
Toonie Boy really getting this episode again. This great British mind that we have. God, it's been so absent these last several weeks without you, buddy. I'm glad we got somebody from across the pond that really gets the show and can speak so eloquently.
Yeah. Oh well, thank you.
Right.
It breaks down that barrier that the heroes have that like makes them feel safe. It's like the library is where they do all the research.
Little schemes.
I'll tell you, you know, it's just nice to see that some young people are still interested in reading in this modern era.
I wonder, there's a lot of fan stuff that says when he reads this passage from the book and talks about the beast, that he's either talking about Jasmine or the beast that protects Jasmine from Angel season 4. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
I haven't really given that much thought, to be honest.
Honestly, I just thought that was just a working fan theory. I never put too much credence into that.
Has no one heard it besides me and Mr. E though?
No, I'm clueless because I haven't watched very little of Angel.
Oh, well, you are in for a treat, my friend.
Like I saw that puppet episode, and that's probably about all I can.
Oh, I mean, that's a good one to watch.
Yeah,
to be fair.
Bloody puppy.
The beast will walk upon the earth, and darkness will follow. The several races of man will be as one in their terror and destruction. Oh, that's kind of sweet.
He's such a piece of shit.
I love that. Yeah.
He's such a piece of shit with this. He does like all the races coming to get her. I love the clap back that Buffy does. This thing that I have said this so many times in conversations with people, especially in the military, when people like drone on and on fucking to talking at the, you know.
Even a little tired of hearing yourself speak, do you?
You never get a little tired of hearing yourself speak. Look at Giles, and Giles goes into full Ripper dad mode.
Yeah.
Like he's just like full on, you know, oh, you ain't touching my Buffy.
That's one spunky little girl you've raised.
Oh, look at that face.
Oh, yeah.
Man, he's just like, bitch.
Yeah.
You about to catch these. He's like, you about to catch these hands, punk.
Oh, he ain't even going to be that merciful. No, he's just going to go straight in.
I'm going to eat her.
Who cares about impulse control?
Whoa!
It's the best bit.
I love this guy.
Yeah, he's great. I could have done a couple seasons of fucking Mayor. I know they have a big bad per season, but yeah. I wonder what I would have given anything to know, like what Oz was thinking, right? That like, is he thinking escape tactics, or can I pull the wolf out of me and like and jump on this guy? You know, because I mean, later we find out that he can do it when he wants to. It doesn't just have to be a full moon. So I'm wondering if that's like, or do I get Willow out of here first, or like what am I doing right now? Because he seems the only one that's like, because Giles looks mad, but he also kind of looks scared. Even Buffy's a little worried, even though she's quipping, and everybody else looks like they're shitting their pants. And you know, Oz is the only one that's kind of like keeping it under control. I love that he just like just pulls it out and then lectures Giles. He just started to eat Buffy, and he's like lecturing Giles. Mr. Giles, the children look at you and this to see how to act, and this is how you behave.
Yeah, I know it could be cliche, but I was kind of hoping once the mayor pulled the sword out of his chest, he would have complained about damaging his shirt, like an expensive shirt, and I was hoping that was gonna.
I get the impression that looks like off the rack shit.
Yeah, I know, but so like, oh, this is Brooks Brothers, or I don't know.
Yeah,
yeah, but his first thought is the people's well-being as well, the kids' well-being.
Yeah,
when he makes the remark, which is kind of sweet, but also diabolical.
Yeah.
Now, I could be wrong about this, noticing something in this scene, but I feel like Anya is the only one in the room that doesn't look particularly perturbed about the mayor. Everyone else sort of.
She looked pretty scared to me.
I don't know. I think it was she almost looked like I think it was when Xander or Willow sort of leaned back when he first walked in. It just looked like she didn't really. I mean, she sat there at the minute in that screenshot. I think it was Xander that sort of leaned back when like he was going to get to stand up. And I just thought, well, because she's seen an ascension before, so maybe she's just sat there thinking that this isn't really new to her. I don't know. Maybe it's.
Well, she doesn't have her powers anymore. So, like, she's mortal. She can get killed, and she certainly shits herself in the next scene saying, like, let's haul ass, and get out of here. And she even tries to entice Xander to go with her.
It also could have been bad
emotions
on
again,
one at a time. One at a time. Go ahead.
All right. I'm saying Anya's basically she's numb to it. She's what, thousands of years old. She's been on the side of evil. She's seen all kinds of crazy things. She just may be numb to it. That's why
Okay.
she didn't react as much.
Yeah,
Northern?
she's still kind of learning to get her emotions back a little bit, isn't she? She's only just starting to maybe realize she might be falling for Xander as well.
Can I also inject something I've done many, many times? Why the fuck do they not have weapons readily nearby? They have literally been attacked in that library a dozen times. There should be freaking crossbows and axes underneath that table right there.
They have
Nah,
them.
it'll be
They're
fine.
locked in that cage. They're locked
Okay.
up in that safety cage.
Well, that's not doing them a fuck lot of good, is it?
Well, you think they would move. I mean, didn't they have a demon come out of there?
Yeah. Couple of them.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I'm like, let's go get a safe little place.
Where's the lazy
Have fun.
writing?
Oh,
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
It's easy writing.
yeah. Spoiler. Lazy writing.
Well, that's just lazy writing.
Well, see, the problem
I'm
is
ready.
I don't know how to navigate. Once I do that, I switch. I don't know how to navigate it back quickly because I'm so used to like pulling them from the ether of the clip. Okay, yeah, there we go. So basically, now Anya's she's gonna haul ass. So I don't know, Toony Boy. She's pretty fucking scared. She's like, no,
Yeah.
I'm gone. I'm getting in my car. I'm going. If there's a fucking space shuttle, I'm getting on it. I'm on the next thing smoking. Fuck this place. You guys can eat a dick. I'm hauling ass. So I mean,
Yeah.
boy, she looks good here. She actually looks kind of young here. And those who are in the know, she had already played a high school student about 10 years, or a college student 10 years prior on Beverly Hills 90210. So I don't know. And McCallfield might be. And I saw her on Vision and WandaVision, and she's still looking
She's
pretty
still good.
fucking good. Still looking really good. I mean, she definitely doesn't look like a teenager anymore, but I mean, she looks not bad. So she must have followed Toxic's advice for light-skinned white women. Don't smoke because it ages you way too fast. That's why Sarah Michelle Gellar's had to have so much fucking stuff. You know who also doesn't look bad these days? Fucking Charisma. Charisma don't look too bad these days. I mean, she did have a lot of work done, but I mean, I like the little, oh, the mayor's going to kill us all on graduation day. Oh, are you going to go to fifth period? I'm thinking of skipping it. Kids are going to kid. Seniors going to seniors. And we have the obligate. Now, as much as this is kind of like drags the pacing of this episode down, the Buffy getting mom out of harm's way, I do like it because you know what? Today, this scene would not exist. This scene would not exist. Joyce would have to show up with the PTA or Moo and fucking
Like save Buffy or something. Like yeah.
I'm not just gonna leave you behind. And then
Yeah.
I do like that Buffy's just like, listen, I gotta focus on this fight. I can't worry that you might get killed if I fail, blah blah blah. It's gonna make me fight worse. So you gotta haul ass.
The only thing, sorry, go on.
No, that's all I had to say.
Okay, I was gonna say the only thing that I sort of questioned in this scene was the beginning bit where the first time she tells what's the name again? It is Joyce, isn't it?
Joyce, it's Joyce. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, it's because again, it's because of Stranger Things. I'm like, wait, I'm not mixing that up.
No, you got it. No, yeah, it's a coincidence.
Yeah. So when she tells her mum to leave town for graduation, the first excuse that she gives us to why is that she just doesn't like the idea of graduation. Like, it's pointless. It's just a ceremony. And I was like,
I mean, she was just filling up time while she just, I hear what you're saying. I think she was just filling up time while she was doing stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
So she wasn't. And
then after that, and then she actually goes into the reason, like, there's about to be a demonic invasion, and I can't worry about you getting hurt. I was like, yeah, that. Now we're back to the interesting character stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, she does get her out of town. I do like that. It's something I definitely think should happen more often in this kind of thing. But now they want to like inculcate like Stranger Things. They want to get all the characters have to be involved. Where this is like, no, you guys go fucking chill out. It's good. And then we have the whole side. Excuse me. We have the whole side thing of Willow's mad. They're doing research. Willow's mad at Oz because he's, as usual, he's keeping his cool. I love his line while they're doing research when she says, I have a spell that can do this and a spell that can do that and like make ferns talk, but I don't have anything that is going to help us fight the mayor. And his response is, we lead different lives than other people. And she just gets mad at him. And, the only way to shut her up.
And this one time at band camp, I stuck a flute in my pussy.
Excuse me?
What? You don't think I know how to get myself off? Hell, that's what half of band camp is. Sex ed. So, are we gonna screw soon? Because I'm getting kind of antsy.
So it seems that in every universe, that's how you get Willow to shut up. And they do. And so they get, I guess it's established that he's probably banged chicks before, but, she, and just remember, every lesbian has some boyfriends in her past because they'll still catch a dick.
Oh, yeah, those mashed taters.
Oh, yeah. We move on to Angel running into Buffy. It's interesting, too. There's a clip, and I don't have the clip. You're just going to have to trust me. Or if I did have it, I lost it. I don't know what I did with it. But there's the thing when he comes in to investigate Lester's death, he slips in the doorway. They edited that out for time in the original episode. So later, when the toxin is working on him, Buffy has this throwaway line like, "You've been a real klutz today." That made no fucking sense in the original. I was like, wait, why? Why does she? What do you mean you've been a big klutz today? That doesn't even make any sense. Like, why would she say that? So, I mean, they want to like bring up the innocence of the fact that he's been poisoned. They don't like, and that she doesn't know it at that moment. But her saying that like made zero sense. But I guess the behind the scenes thing was that David Boreanaz really slipped in the doorway when he walked in to go help Buffy and help her carry out the files from volcanologist Lester. And then they just kept it. They were just like, fuck it. And Joss Whedon wrote a line that covered that. But then it was cut out of the actual release, and you don't see it until you watch it. Now, if you watch it on streaming or DVD, you can watch it. But in real time, that like, I wish I still had the VHS copy. No, because I wouldn't have anything to play it on. But that line that she says makes no sense. So when that happened, I was like, oh, that's why she says that. Okay, that actually makes a little more sense. And then I Googled it, and it's like, oh, David Boreanaz slipped in that scene. So yes, Faith found a good use for the longbow, puts a mystical poison that won't kill immediately, but wounds Angel. And we get, of course, right before that, we got a little bit of, Buffy, Angel, Bangel speak, going back and forth, and that's tiring. But the distraction when that arrow went through him, my first wife who was watching this with me like screamed out loud. She was like, "Oh my God!" She thought he was going to turn to dust right there, but she wanted to wound him to take her out of the game. And they find out that the poison is some sort of poison that only works on vampires, and it kills them slowly and takes away their regeneration power. And the only thing that'll fix it is the blood of a Slayer. And Buffy decides, well, fuck it. We've got an extra Slayer. I'm just going to take Faith out and feed her blood to him. And they go into. Oh, there's a side scene. Sorry, I don't have a clip of it. Sorry, but there's a side scene of Faith right before the mayor's eating all the Gravlock spiders to start the ascension, when she tells him about going into a rock quarry up in Boston, and she was the only one that would jump into it. That is a real quarry that they really used in the movie Gone Baby Gone. So whether or not Eliza Dushku really did that or not is, only she and whoever was there with her at the time, and if that was a real story. But I get the impression that probably was something that she was either privy to or she actually did. And I love that the mayor just sits there and listens to her story about how, she was the bravest and she did. And the love that he gives her during that scene, I mean, that kind of solidifies it. She's like, I was the only kid that would do it. And he's like, yeah, I know you were. It's like, you weren't afraid. So she's like, yeah, all the other kids were scared. And he's like, yeah, not you though. So that's a great scene. I wish I had it, but we're already going heavy on video clips. So, and I want to get this one in.
Goes, it's not unpoetic, don't you think?
So you see how Buffy's kind of dressed like Faith a little bit here? She's kind of got Faith's just jeans and a jacket, and Buffy's all decked out in leather. Meanwhile, I don't know where she's hiding this fucking Star Trek Klingon knife right now. Any guesses? Where
You
is this
don't
on her
want to know.
Where is this on her body? Because she pulls it out during the fight. Where is this knife
It's
at?
up in her
Mid-back.
JJ.
So here's how it works, right? I don't know. In video games, you have this inventory system where the items aren't actually physically on.
Yeah. No.
Oh, where'd he go?
He seems to be having some nerd video game difficulties. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, Toonie. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Anyway, sorry, I had to boot you for a second. But no, so Highlander fans will know that there was a thing on the TV show where starting in season 2, Duncan and some of the other immortals would be wearing stuff that was no way could hide a sword, and they would just pull it out of fucking nowhere like some magic trick, and we were just supposed to accept that, even though that was not in any way canon, and it never pops up again in any of the movies or anything like that. But there was instances where like Duncan's wearing a pair of sweatpants and a hoodie, and he just pulls this katana out of nowhere. We were like, what? What's going on here? So anyway, so we're getting the mano from Faith and Buffy, and of course, Faith has to do a little right before they go. Give us the kiss.
I was really disappointed he didn't actually kiss.
Does that shit just to do it, Critter, or do you think she actually has some lesbian proclivities?
I'll admit it seemed to flip flop there. Yeah, a little bit of A, a little bit of B.
She's straight up bi. She's bi-curious at least.
She's yeah.
I hope so.
We all do.
I was expecting actually the fight to begin with a headbutt. I thought that was just sort of the joke they were going.
I mean, yeah. Listen, guys, if you get that close to somebody, just headbutt them. It's gonna work. I mean, it's gonna hurt, but it's gonna work. Try to aim with the top of your head if you can do it, and you might even just shut the whole fight down. This is one of the fights where you don't really see the stunt people that good. Like they actually seem to be doing this. So I dig it. It's a little over choreographed kung fu shit. You know, I don't fight like this. I've never seen anybody fight like this in real life. I mean, it looks cool on TV and movies, but I mean, I don't think it's very. Oh, okay. So that's a stunt woman right there. That's a stunt woman, but I don't think it's very effective. I've never known it to be. I've never seen anybody who does it, and no. I mean, I know it. You know, who knows? Maybe in kung fu world, this is actually a good way to fight. I don't know. But I think it only works if both people know kung fu. How come that TV didn't shatter right then? That's a fucking good ass TV. Is that a TV? Is that a flat screen? And then did they have flat screens in 1999?
I think it's in the wall.
Oh, that makes more sense actually. Okay, that makes more sense. It would have been cool if she had like something on the TV and like that, like she threw her into the TV and it like shattered it and then whatever. That must have hurt like a motherfucker. Her punching that floor like that. What did you guys' thoughts on this fight scene here?
I enjoyed it, but there's still a few moments where it's like stunt double, you know, because like a lot of hair in their faces.
Yeah,
it was still a decent fight.
It was all right. I was kind of hoping they would get to the shower, knock on the water, you know,
just be like, "What are we doing? What are we doing? This feels so wrong." And then and Faith's like, "No, but it's so right. I have to save Angel."
They do that, and the ascension takes place, and everyone's dead while they're in the shower.
Right.
Yeah, they scissor each other while the wild burns.
Yikes!
I'm surprised no one actually reached for like a shard of glass when the window smashed. Sorry, I didn't mean to change the topic, you know, but.
Oh yeah, we were talking about grown-up stuff for a second there, Toonie boy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Toonie boys, can we go back to video game talk? So I guess Angel's dying. I mean, this was a good way to just have David Boreanaz. They seem to contrive a lot of ways to get David Boreanaz shirtless. We may have to do like a, you know what you're gonna do when we go to Angel, Critter, as my continuity person. See how many times
he's shirtless.
Yeah, how many times, and just keep score. We won't do it now because we're too late in the game here with Buffy. But when Angel starts, let's see how many times the showrunners can contrive to get him shirtless. Boy, that female gaze is a motherfucker, isn't it? Kind of problematic, don't you think?
Butts in the seat.
It puts asses in the seat. Yeah. We get the Jaws reference of gonna need a bigger boat when they open. I like that they have a book that has open pages that you can open the pages within the pages. Yeah. I like that.
Centerfold.
Very convenient.
Come on over.
God, no one ever comes to read again.
Hey,
Oh my goodness!
Why is that just so funny?
We're gonna need.
We need a bigger boat. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna need a bigger boat. Great Jaws reference. So Buffy wins the day and she stabs Faith, and then Faith gets up on top of the roof and steals Buffy's victory by diving out and landing not on the concrete, but onto a moving truck. So thoughts on Faith? Well, they're not. We know later now that's not her final words, but thoughts on Faith's final words in this episode to Buffy. She's like, "You should have been there, B. Hell of a ride." What did she mean by that? Critter.
Not a clue. I
Oh,
kind
wow.
of don't remember the line.
She stands up after Buffy stabs her, and Faith manages to break she breaks the link on the handcuff.
The handcuffs.
They go toe to toe. Buffy stabs her, pulls the knife out of her, her, what is it called? Toonie Boy, her inventory. She pulls it out of her inventory. Yeah,
that.
Pulls it out of her inventory, manages to stab Faith a really good, just great gut stab. Which, by the way, you see Eliza Dushku's stomach in later episodes and seasons, and she wears a midriff, and you cannot see that scar anywhere. But whatevs. Magic. Yeah, magic. So, but she stands up sees a truck coming, going by, garbage truck or a sanitation truck. I don't know what it was. And she just dives into it and looks like she's, dead. We find out in the next episode she's in a coma, and we'll find out next season that she's still alive, but whatever. So what do you get? She says to Buffy, she says, "You should have been there, B. Hell of a rush or hell of a ride," or something like that. What do you think that I have a theory, but I want to hear what you guys think.
I almost feel like kind of dip your toe into the dark side, the evil side.
Okay.
I guess.
Mr. E, there are no wrong answers here, by the way. Mr. E, what's your thoughts?
Initially, I thought it was just tongue in cheek. She's escaping via vehicle, hell of a ride, so to speak. But then thinking about it, it was kind of like, well, you should have been there for me, something to that effect.
No, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. Northern.
I think I might be inclined to agree a little bit with Mr. E there because, it looks like she was kind of disappointed that Buffy didn't sort of go along a more psychotic ride with her. So, because I was kind of confused by that myself. I mean, did she mean the ascension? But why is she saying it in the past tense, even though it hasn't happened yet? I mean, but I think Mr. E might have clarified that for me.
Oh, see, this is what we've been dealing with, Toonie. He when he has no thoughts of his own, he just kind of gloms onto what another person says. So
that's me. Sorry, that was a well-timed sneeze.
You have any thoughts on Faith's line there, Toonie boy?
I mean, no, I don't really understand it myself. It should have been there, be hell of a ride.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to think, like maybe she was just referring to her general journey as a slayer and how she ended up basically being the villain. Like maybe she's just referring to the idea that now she's sort of put Buffy on the path to the dark side, if you will. She's become more like Faith because now she's gone out of her way to take a mortal life.
Okay.
And that's sort of the path that Faith was put on, like before Buffy a while ago when her Slayer was killed. And so maybe that's just sort of what she's referring to. You should have been there. You should have been there with me on that journey. And it was a hell of a ride getting to this point where now she's earned her own death, so to speak.
Well, I did say there's no wrong answers, but I did lie.
No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up.
Right now, Inside Man would be choking on his own fucking phlegm, laughing so hard from that. I don't know why that triggers him every time I play it, but no,
I think it's just because of the way it's cut as well. It's just because it's like there's no pausing in between it. It's
he's
repeating the way he smiles as well when he says, "Nah, you're fucking wrong."
You're wrong. No, we got you.
He's smiling that you're wrong, that he's gloating.
Yes. We got you. So I think, and I'm pretty sure I'm right about this, I think that in her moments, and she thinks she's close to death, and she knows she's going to steal Buffy's victory away from her, I think that Faith is saying, I wish you'd have been there with me at that rock quarry. I wish you would have jumped in with me, because I think that you would have been brave like me, and I think you would have done it. It was the first rush that I ever got as a little kid, and I think we would have been great. We both would have jumped into that rock quarry together. That's what I think she was saying.
I mean, she almost seems a little bit proud of Buffy killing her, but also a little bit sad as well.
Yeah. No, yeah, facts. Because she says so, doesn't she? She says, "I can't believe you did it. You actually killed me." And I mean, for all intents and purposes, I mean, that's what Buffy did. I mean, it's just weird machinations of, stuff happen, and Faith is superpowered, and she survived it and then jumped onto that fucking truck. So, that's just one of those weird things that, it's just weird, but survive it. She does. Go ahead.
Can I ask the question? I'm going to put this out to everybody. Do you think Faith could actually kill Buffy? Do you think she has it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't think she could.
No?
No. I mean, if you think about it, she put an arrow through Angel's back, no problem. Buffy's mortal. Okay. She could have done that to her from that distance easily. Okay. I just, deep down, I don't think Faith could do it.
Okay. Well, interesting. So Buffy's solution is to go see Angel and say, there's no Faith. By the way, I like the fact that Angel's like, you couldn't get her. Like, so like Angel was down with this plan. He's like, you didn't get her. And it's like, no. So drink from me. And they have this like violent sexual fucking, like I remember playing this when I did finally get it. I played it at the bar that I worked at the time. And my boss was like, dude, take that porn off the TV.
Yeah, she looks like she's enjoying it.
This is the scene where your mom walks into the room when you're a teenager watching.
Right, and you got your cock in your hand. Yeah, I know. It's always embarrassing.
Read my mind.
Mom, can't you knock?
I'm trying to masturbate over a guy.
You're in the living room.
It's always one of those scenes where, like, you're not even sure if explaining the context would even help.
Yeah.
It's like...
Ironically, this puts Buffy in a coma, same as Faith is in a coma, and these are our consequences. We'll open, you son of a bitch.
I did like we're about to get a one shot scene pretty soon. And I did like that. It's a very interesting one shot scene. Like,
when they, and that's always Joss that does that, right?
No,
when you see that on Buffy or Angel, that's Joss doing that. That's totally a Jossism.
What behind the camera or just making the decision?
Yeah, making the decision surely, but also behind the camera. Yeah,
I thought you meant like he physically took over as cameraman. Like no, you just mean
no. Well, no, he didn't. He didn't have to do all that shit. But yeah. So it does save Angel, but then Angel, of course, has to bring Buffy to the hospital because Buffy is not immortal, and he uses the payphone to call Giles. And we get this great fucking tracking shot.
Kidneys is repairable.
There he is.
They're telling the mayor the bad news, and he's not happy. He's not happy with these guys.
I love how he doesn't scream as well. He just walks into Buffy's room and just tries to smother her with his hand.
But you can sort of see it. You can sort of see it click in his face when he hears that there's another girl. There's just been rushed in. He's like, I know who it is, and I'm gonna go and kill her.
Yeah, pure silent menace as well. Silent rage. Silent rage. Sorry. I actually feel sorry for these two as well.
It's your day.
We have another young.
There we go. Yeah, someone else has just been rushed in and is like, he goes, "I'm going to take my revenge."
Look at that. No words are said. No words are said. Just that look.
Yeah.
Below. This is fucking. This is dark. I mean,
this is maybe the darkest thing he's done up to this point.
Yeah, it's like later in later seasons, she's been stabbed, she's been shot, she's been beaten and bruised, but here she was almost physically suffocated.
Yeah, because she's helpless.
Yeah.
Sorry, excuse me.
Bless you.
Didn't have a chance to mute the mic. Hang on, it always comes in threes. You guys talk amongst yourself.
Yeah.
I like the fact that the nurse is like, "Excuse me, get off her. Will you please stop trying to suffocate her, please? Someone get security. Some guy's trying to kill someone."
Also, I was going to put in reference for Toonie Boy. Back in the old days, we used to have these phones on walls and poles. They didn't fit our hands, so
I know,
we'd actually have to put
and you
money
needed
in
a
them.
coin. You needed a coin to use them.
Physical
Yeah.
money.
It's so I've watched the Spider-Man Sam Raimi trilogy, so I've seen them before. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you got a good point of reference then.
You're all right.
What is this payphone you speak of?
You had to pay?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
also
ones
like
where you
that-
took the headset off the thing and you had to hold the one piece to your mouth and one piece to the ear. You know, it's like
operator, Klondike 707.
Yeah, and all about it's Angel that just runs
Klondike,
in. And
you know, you really age yourself when you say certain shit, motherfucker. Klondike 7. I'm at 512 Cherokee Street.
I do find it odd that after the doctor yelled at the mayor not to kill a patient, that they fight, and it's like, and the mayor's like, "Oh, it's okay, it's okay." I'm like, no, wait, shouldn't cops come and arrest the mayor for trying?
I mean,
to kill
small town mayors can just get away with a lot of shit. So
diplomatic community.
I love, yeah, it's just been revoked. I love that Oz right away knows something. He's like, well, you seem strangely okay. So what's going on, buddy? Did you eat your girlfriend?
Did you eat your girlfriend out?
What happened?
When we left her, she was fine. Did Faith?
Faith's out of the picture. Buffy put her in a coma. And? Buffy cured me. Made me.
I like the fact that Willow doesn't think, wait a minute, have you turned back into Angelus after feeding her? Do we have to kill you?
yeah,
She's gonna be fine.
yeah, it doesn't exactly. Giles, it doesn't exactly help him with Giles, doesn't it? Oh, she's going to be fine. It's not the point.
I really feel like a good lie right here would have been like, so Faith had that double. Remember that knife, right? You guys remember had it at 2 points on it, right? So yeah, she stabbed her right in the neck with it. So I managed to get there just in time, and did a mystical spell to heal myself, so I'm okay. But I totally saved the day.
And Buffy slipped on her barbecue fork and pierced her neck. It had nothing to do with it, so you know.
Hurt her, said nothing to see
so
here.
Clumsy.
Oh, all I had was a stomach ache.
How did Buffy die? She slipped and fell on her own Faith's knife.
Yeah, she tripped and fell on her own shears. Okay.
That always anytime somebody dies of mysterious circumstance, I always think of Mystery Men when he's like, I remember some controversy about your father's demise. Yeah, he came home late from work one night and fell down an elevator shaft and onto some bullets. I've always suspected a bit of foul play, as have I.
Yeah, so you have that. We, like us Brits, have hot fuzz. That's ours.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
I don't think you can compare the two, but okay, it's whatever. I mean, hot fuzz is fine, I guess, but so the gang has to come up with an idea. Buffy, she gets up because mystical regenerative power, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. They have to come up with an idea, and it's one of those things that I do like it. Well, hang on. First, I guess I got to pay some lip service to this. How far have you guys seen Buffy? Has everybody seen Buffy all the way through?
Yeah.
Everybody has? Okay. So this one is when we start, but it's not the last one, but it's when we start to get the foreknowledge of Dawn's arrival in season 5 and Buffy's death in season 5. Because she has the line, counting down from 730. It's exactly 730 days from the time that she says this until the time that Buffy dies. Do you guys know that?
Yeah, 2 years.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And then she says, "Oh, we made the bed in the guest room because Dawn's coming." And she looks out at the light. So yeah, this is foreshadowed. This is one of her. But again, it's so jumbled, and it's how could you possibly utilize this? It'd be like having psychic powers that are worthless because how would you know? And she even makes it's like, yeah, I know, little sis is on her way. Yeah, she even says that, and in hindsight you look at it and go, oh, so even back then they had the idea to do that. Pretty fucking brilliant. Did you guys know this, or am I the only one?
Oh, I knew this. I only knew this like next season where it basically was debating on what was.
So apparently I'm the only one who knew this with the show, which is interesting since everybody's such a big fan. I think it's just because as a lot of people know, I am a detective. Well, we lost Mr. E for some reason. Mr. E, I'm sorry, what were you saying? You didn't know this either? This was something that caught you completely flat-footed as well. I hear you. No, go ahead. I'm just fucking with you. Tell me.
No, at first I didn't know, but on season 4 it was floating around a lot of the fan forums and stuff like that.
In season 4 it was?
Yeah, believe it or not, they didn't know what it meant, but they were like, "Oh, something's coming." They're predicting that. Everybody thought it was in season 4 that something was going to happen, but nobody knew that it was going to be Dawn.
I mean, the brilliance of saying 730 is fucking great. And then they pay it off later in season 4 with Restless when Tara looks at the clock and she's like, "Oh, that clock just said 730 before." And she goes, "Oh, no, it's much later than that." Meaning to say, like, no, you've a lot less time than you thought you did. So pretty brilliant. I mean, really, if we're being honest, as much as I love as much Buffy as I can get, they really should have capped it off at season 5.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a big believer in that, but you know, it is what it is. You know, I can't say enough to say no. But anyway, the mayor had spoken to. I just wanted to get this little screenshot in here real quick. He had spoken to him to make sure that all of the kids are at graduation, because he's going to need maximum feeding at graduation for what he turns into in order to, I guess, fulfill the prophecy or fucking, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know why he needs to. I mean, whatever reason evil things need to eat people.
You think that like he'd get bigger or something when he gets bigger and stronger the more he eats or something like that. I mean, they don't really show it, but I feel like that'd be like the first implication.
So Buffy comes up with an idea, but it's one of those ideas that we don't know what they're actually doing, but you can see the whole school is involved in it, and one way or the other. And Xander has to utilize his military knowledge. So the basic idea is he is going to turn. They're not going to be able to stop that, but they'll be able to distract him long enough and fend off all the vampire hordes that are coming in order to get him in the right place at the right time in order to blow him up, just like a volcano would do. I don't think the explosion that they do, although it's impressive, is enough to do that. But hey, it's whatever. So let's see if we can get away with one more quick video clip. Please feel free to talk over this as much as possible so we can avoid copyright.
Yeah. I love how he's very enthusiastic about getting through his speech as well. Hundreds of years, before
he starts to transform.
Like, just trying to rush through it before he turns.
He's like, I had this whole thing on civic duty.
He's been rehearsing it for like hundreds of years. He's finally getting his moment, and unfortunately, it's cut short. It's like shit.
Right.
Yeah. Even Buffy points out, it's like she almost has like a panic attack. She's like, "Oh my god, he really is going to do the whole thing.
He's evil."
I also like how he's flipping through his flashcards to get to his final statement before he turns to a demon.
Yeah.
And all the students fight back as well. It's brilliant. I mean, even the stupid goth that was treating Willow like shit, and they became friends with her after she got aggressive with him, is helping, and it's so sweet. It feels it does feel like it's paid off. A great.
This is why I think that they should have played this episode in real time. I think this would have made people feel better about, the students get together and fight back the evil.
Exactly.
I think this was wrong. Yeah. I think this was wrong for them to fucking, subdue this. I love that Buffy gives the Avengers Assemble thing.
Yeah, I just find it interesting that like all of the students managed to smuggle all like flamethrowers and everything into it. Like it's such like a clean environment when graduation's going on. Then all of a sudden they just all have like flamethrowers and everything.
Right.
Like wow, the
fact they got flamethrowers makes it a lot better as well.
Yeah, where are all these weapons when they need them at other times?
Yeah, it's like imagine the students, like if you manage to convince them to all rally up like this in preparation for something they don't even know is coming, they're just taking one person's word for it. Why on earth would they like leave the weapons at home in later seasons?
Yeah, here's where we have to clap back at you a little bit, Toonie Boy. Had you not been busy running around and going to Hogwarts or whatever it is you do over there, whatever you're doing, you don't have a car to go do it in. You didn't see that we did the prom, and everyone sort of acknowledges that Buffy is their, savior, whatever you want to call her, and so they all rally behind her during the prom. So we already know that that's something that's in canon, that all the
I
kids
also
want to
want
know
to
what's
point
going
out
on.
if a random student didn't really want to go to graduation, was told, "Hey, bring this battle axe with you," like, okay, like that's like, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, I like that a couple of the kids are pussies and go try to run, and then the vampires. And then I like that Oz defers to Xander, like, hey, we got a problem, and Xander, using his military knowledge, has a he's got a backup plan for that. And they do, like, why are we not using this on a regular basis, guys? This is really effective.
I'll even give props to Jonathan. He fucking gets in there as well. He goes full on batshit going against them.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm still curious. Why were the vampires just walking up there? I mean,
well, their main job was to
keep them contained.
In that area, and then the kids were like running around and trying to escape and shit like that. Some of the pussies, so they had to like get more involved.
It would be a lot easier up close.
Yeah, no, I know.
But again, because they're not supposed to be killing the kids, are they? Because it's the mayor's job to eat them. Like, he needs to get strong enough to do
that. I didn't say killing them, but get far enough away where arrows are effective.
I love that Wesley gets knocked out immediately. Well, it's like immediately gets dropped, and
he kind of gets a bit of a redeeming moment earlier when he goes against the council to help Buffy, but then he just has this fucking shit happen. It's like,
yeah, and it's the death of Gay Larry.
Yeah.
Why? Because Joss Whedon likes to promote gay characters, but he also likes to kill them off, doesn't he? Oh, justice for Tara.
Oh, it's a good thing he's not in charge of Stranger Things. Anyway.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Look this. This is how you knew Angel was about to get his own show, because look at them just fucking aura farming him right there. He's just taking on like 6 vampires, and we get, unfortunately, the death of one of our favorite characters.
When I say I want quiet, I mean.
Even when a big fucking demon is tearing the whole school apart, he wants everything to be right. He wants the school to be organized, everything, and he will not stand a demon tearing it apart, even if it's going to eat him.
Yeah.
He's just got no survival instinct.
Dude, there's a kid in a fucking karate gi with a full ass katana running down there.
I do like I was gonna say I do like that we said that the vampires should be getting up close and personal to avoid the archers being useful, and then this is what happens.
Right.
It's like, yeah, I mean, that was the second stage of the plan. Do you know what's unfortunate? Do we ever get a full on like Xander organized like huge battle again?
No,
only in the comics. Only in the
comics. I was gonna say, because I mean, like they kind of leave that as a background detail with Xander's military knowledge. Like, it comes back up again every so often, but they never really like fully lean on it in something like this. Like it's like, yeah, the guy is actually like capable of actually organizing a battle that he has limited information on, by the way, and organizing this big resistance in a fight. It is just something that they pay a little bit of lip service to in later seasons.
In season 8, which is in comic form, written by Joss Whedon, they do a thing where he's basically her master at arms, so to speak. He like runs the control center, and he comes up with the tactical plans and things like that. But then he also starts dating Dawn. Gross.
Yeah, no, he knew her since she was like 1 year old.
Yeah.
No, it was something like
1 year old.
Yeah, something like that.
A dear years old. Yeah, she uses faith against him, doesn't she? She kind of gets to his heart here.
Yeah, I killed Fate.
Yeah, the heart.
So we get some great 90s PlayStation 2 special effects here. Is it weird? I think Buffy runs more than Tom Cruise does in his stuff. Like we always get a Buffy running scene at the end of every season. You ever notice that?
Yeah. Is it me or does the mayor kind of lose his intimidation factor when he tears into that big air web?
Yes.
Well, gosh.
I mean, I guess that was why they didn't want the fucking school blown up. But I mean, come on, man.
I mean, you know, if this was Resident Evil, that he would then enter his second stage after that explosion.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's it. Wait, did we lose somebody? Did we lose Critter?
Yeah, I thought you just kicked him out as a joke. I was wondering.
No. I didn't. Critter, what happened? Where are you? Where are you, Critter? I didn't kick him out. I swear. Who's in it? His? It's got to be his, right? My internet.
It could be his. It could be StreamYard. Fucking up. Who knows?
Oh, hopefully he'll jump back in.
It's funny. Critter disappears, and we're all worried when NEB disappears. We're like, man.
Yeah. No.
We just think you kicked him out.
Well, I am prone to doing little childish things like that because I am the Lord of Toxicity after all. That's our toxic. So yeah, man, that's it. Like thoughts on the two-parter 1 and 2. Which one's better? 2, 1? What do you guys think? Is it a good finale and a good lead into season 4 of Buffy and season 1 of Angel, or what?
Actually, I thought it was pretty good. I wish they would took a little more to kill the mayor than it did. It just felt kind of cheap at the end. Other than that, I loved it.
Okay. Northern?
I do think I like the second half. It's got a great finale as well. It's really paid off, and we do get to see some unfortunate deaths that emotionally devastate us, especially for Larry, because he's become a very, very likable character, even though he's in there for a short time. Same thing for Jonathan. I mean, Wesley still kind of gets his ass handed to him after a little bit of redeeming moment, but thankfully with the Angels TV show, he really gets to redeem himself and become this really fucking bona fide badass character. And yeah, I like the fact that this is really giving a little bit more torture to Angel that leads into the show because, yeah, he's fed off Buffy, even though he had no choice but didn't want to. It's that's something to add to his character development a little bit. But once again, great epic fights at the end. And yeah, it's a great final to a great fucking season. And if it ended there, I still would have been happy. I still would.
No, facts. Yeah, facts. Tuning Boy.
Yeah, so sorry, I'm trying to rewind through what was just said. As far as if this was like a season finale, I mean, you do get this big awesome battle at the end. So I mean, there's worse places to end it. You know, you could have ended it after say season 2 or something. Okay, I know you like, you know, I'm not used to looking at myself in such a clear crystal picture. So in terms of like how the mayor died, maybe I would have thought it was a little bit more believable if the explosion wasn't just in his face, like in that one room, because it's almost like he sort of peered into that room, the explosion went off, and then it's like maybe if we saw some more of the explosives throughout the school, like because we see explosions go off, so there's sort of like that implication, but I don't have a driver's license because I'm a baby man. Yes, or more specifically, a lazy man. But I was gonna say it did kind of look like the explosion shouldn't have been that effective. That might have just been like a special effects thing, or
okay. Critter, you okay? Everything okay? Oh, you're muted, buddy.
Oh. You might have just had to go AFK or something for a moment.
Sorry.
Everything okay?
I went out to the garage to get training wheels to send to Toonie Boy.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, so you should have those in the mail shortly. What's your thoughts on Graduation Day Part 1 and Part 2?
A lot of enjoyment. Yeah, the snake special effects wasn't that great, but still a really fantastic episode. And I guess the two favorite quotes from each one, you've already talked about this one, Willow. Buffy says, "Do you hate her?" And Will's like, "Yes, with a fiery vengeance. She picked on me for 10 years at those." But my other favorite quote from Part 2 is from the principal. Congratulations to the class of 1998. You have all proved more or less adequate.
99.
99. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that's a great quote.
Oh, shit, I didn't know we were doing quotes. I got my quotes too.
Yeah, do your quotes, Toonie Boy. We've adopted this thing. We don't do the Slayer-tastic meh or anything like that. Although that we may bring that back because there is some. It's just been gone for the entirety of season 3 because every episode's been a banger in season 3. But if you have a favorite quote from either of the episodes, bring it on.
Vacuous tramp from Willow. Just the last bit that was missed out at the end of the. It was very good. It was very good delivery from Willow, and it's just very. Again, it's just the fact that she's smiling throughout the whole thing. Like she's
kudos
about how
kudos. I love when, as an English major, I love when people pull out a 50-cent or $1 word, you know. I mean, just throws it out there, you know.
Yeah.
Apropos of nothing. See what I did there? Go ahead, Mr. E. You have a quote?
Yeah, from the first part was Xander's, "Come on, guys, the suspense is killing Angel." And then the at the end of Graduation 2, where Willow and they're all sit together in the courtyard, and Willow's, "We're talking about the end of the world again. It must be a Tuesday."
That's a little inside joke because Buffy actually was showing on Tuesday nights. So
right.
Northern, you got anything? Quote wise.
Okay, fucking hell. I had fucking laws at the moment, but he's going to read the whole speech. Just send already.
Evil.
Yeah. There were tons, but I just had to pick that one out. It was just so funny. I mean,
you know,
best thing you could do, just read the whole speech.
From part 1, I love the "I'm gonna eat her" and then the "whoa."
Yeah, it's famous last words.
Whoa. And then I guess part 2 would probably be, now it's what I know now because it's the stuff that Faith says in the dream walk. Just take what you want, you know, whatever it is that you need, just take it, you know, because that's the kind of philosophy that I like to live by. And then later we see that's how Faith lives when she goes back to the good side. She lives a very Spartan life, or she would say a wicked Spartan life, you know, with just, she's a warrior and she doesn't need very much with that. So I like that. I like the whole idea of it. I'm glad you guys went on this little journey with me with season 3. Like I said, it is my favorite. There's a lot of enjoyment to be had out of the rest of Buffy, but this is definitely where it peaked for me with this. But I'll tell you what, man, that 3 months waiting for that part 2 graduation, that was a motherfucker. That really grinded my gears back in the day. I'm not gonna lie, I was really butthurt about that. So shall we do, as we've been doing, do a promo of what we're gonna see? Kind of got some cool clips, kind of exciting now that we're gonna do the Buffy Angel. Hopefully we can get Critter back, or not Critter, I'm sorry, excuse me, Toonie Boy back as much as possible, but whatever his schedule will allow, if we can, because like I said, we are going to do the way they were aired back in the day. We're going to do a Buffy episode and then an Angel episode, so probably won't be able to skip any doing it like that, or maybe we will, I don't know, I'll figure it out. But anyway, here is the promo for season 4 episode 1 of Buffy.
College.
Isn't this amazing? Wow.
Where anything can happen.
What if I can't cut it?
And everything can change.
You are gonna have to take care of yourself now.
Buffy, this is all about fear.
Sarah Michelle Gellar, Nicholas Brendan, Allison Hannigan, Seth Green, and Anthony Head.
This time we play it my way.
High school is over. The all-new season of Buffy.
Why is this a very horny looking promo?
Just so you know, we got that promo before we got Graduation Day Part 2. So it spoiled the fucking end of, I mean, not that you really thought any of those characters would die, but that you knew for sure they were going to be there.
Well, yeah, then you use that suspension. Like he could have killed off Oz in a heroic way. You don't know.
Or Cordelia.
Yeah. So, and this, we also got this promo.
Centuries, he brought misery to everyone he met. Now he must make amends.
It's not just about saving lives. It's about saving souls. Maybe your own in the process.
I'm scared, Angel.
Any chance that you might be in need of some rescuing?
His immortal curse will be their salvation. Angel.
Nice. Did anybody else just go from 6 to midnight? I know I did. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Angel is my of the two is my. I know it's blasphemy, but that is more of my favorite show. Is Angel over Buffy? I know. I'm a piece of shit.
I
agree with you.
That twirl that he did at the end of that trailer.
I honestly didn't really care for Angel in Buffy. I liked him better when he was just Angel.
Yeah. No facts.
Yeah, I mean, he really got to spread his wings here a little bit. His head.
Oh, look who's stepping up their game now that we got another British guy in here. He's like, I better crank it up to 11. Talks as being a real
bring my A game.
Yeah, well, you need that sometimes. You need something to sort of motivate you a little bit, get the juices going. Not in that way. Sorry, Tony boy. Do not just say.
It's a fight.
I don't know if this was intentional, but that wasn't a pun when he said A game, was it?
Yes. Oh, now they're going. Two of them are. Do we need to drop? Do the Americans need to drop out? Let you two fucking fight it out, or what's going on? Why don't you? Hey, you know what, Toonie boy? If he ever gets to be too abrasive toward you, you could just report him for fucking wrong think. I think you guys get arrested over there for that, right? You just tell me.
Yeah, actually, that's a shout. I could do that.
Tell somebody in Parliament that he said a bad word on the YouTube, and so that.
Well,
but
is it still called Parliament or is it Northfire?
Is it just called?
It's called Parliamentistan these days.
Is it just called Sharia law over there now?
Jesus,
the Caliphate.
Sharia-ment. Yes, Sharia-ment.
Sharia-ment. Anyway, but yeah, so that should be pretty interesting. I don't know how exactly we will do it. If we run across a clanker, I may probably message you guys first and just say, hey, do you want to contrive a way to skip this one? But I mean, again, I think they're all kind of watchable in their own way. But like I said, we did have to take a week off. The great UK meetup of our illustrious YouTube friends, Lance from the Outcast Creative, Critical Al, and of course Northern English Bastard, who just celebrated a birthday that same weekend. So did you combine birthday stuff with the big meetup to go to Lance's thing?
I didn't tell him on that until he did find out later, and he got me a couple of drinks because I didn't want to make
it about you.
It was his final final show.
That's how you know the difference between a good dude like Luke and a piece of shit like me. Because I'd have walked in like, hey, I know it's your big show, but you know what else? It's my motherfucking birthday.
Yeah, we celebrated a day later.
Who's buying me around? Let's keep them coming. Oh man, can you imagine the look on Lance's face if I had showed up? He probably would have. That would have kept like, no, Toxic, stay away from the theater. I don't know.
I'm not sharing my birthday with you.
Shit.
No, there'll be reviewers there. Stay away.
Stay away from the ladies, Toxic. All right, they're off limits. Okay.
Yeah, stay away from them, Toxic. We don't need your brand of chlamydia. Yeah. As if I could get past customs over there.
There's more than one brand.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. I've got a few different ones. Quite a few.
There's plenty of strains out there.
Awesome.
Plenty.
Look, if they have brands, they also have sponsorship deals. You'll be fine.
Nice. Ooh, Northern, you better start. But if he's gonna keep showing up, you better step up your game because this kid is quick. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. Season 3 Buffy, and we'll be doing season 4 Buffy going into college and double tapping it with season 1. And you kind of have to because they contrived a lot of ways to kind of interconnect the two shows, at least for a while. And they kind of kept up with it too, which I thought was cool. They didn't just do it for 2 episodes and then stop it. They had a lot of interconnected episodes between the two shows, which I really dig. So yeah, that's it. Please, if you haven't, like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever you want to do. If you think we're full of shit, I don't mind you saying that in the comments either. Go for it. I'm not going to delete it. Just say, hey, I didn't like you guys' take on this. Hey, Toxic, you're totally wrong about your theory on Faith and what she said as she jumped off. I don't care. Say whatever you want. Totally fine. And I will have the links.
Yeah, say whatever you want about everybody
leave
else.
a comment in this video explaining your theory on what Faith meant. I mean, helps the algorithm
big time. And all the guys that are in here, I will have all of their channels linked in the description of this video, assuming it passes copyright. Been pretty lucky lately, knock wood. So I know a lot of much bigger channels are getting trashed by copyrights from the different corporations that are really putting they are putting the knee into YouTube's neck like it's Derek Chauvin. Like they are fucking just completely, and they got YouTube crying for their mom while they're ODing on fentanyl. If you know, you know. Anyway, so I'm gonna try. I've been trying little tricks and the things that I've been doing so far. We've been getting away with it. Hopefully, we'll with this episode. Going to be a real pain in the ass to have to redo this and just talk because I'm not going to bring you guys in for it. I'll just do it myself. But I think we'll be okay. We've been okay with doing more before, so I'm going to be cautiously optimistic. So here's us out. I guess we'll be having a new intro next week, but probably still keep the same outro, I think would be. So anyway, that's us, and stay toxic.
Previously on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
You are the Slayer. Into each generation, a Slayer is born.
Why don't we start with, hi, I'm Buffy.
Xander.
Cordelia. Willow, right?
Mr. Giles.
Angel.